Are you tired of that pesky auto start and auto stop system in your car? Well, I might have a solution for you. This little gadget here is by Smart Start Stop. I have the GM model that works with specific Chevys, GMCs, Cadillacs, and Buicks. And again, I have a 2017 Buick LaCrosse. And it has an auto stop and auto start system that you can't just push a button to disable it like you can in some cars. It has certain conditions that you can meet and it will not ever come on. Like, for example, if in the summertime, if I have my AC like on max and at a span speed is above a certain fan speed is above a certain speed, it will not turn the car off at a stop. Now, I had this in my car for a couple of years. Why did I take it out? Well, if you've seen my videos in the past, you know that I have changed the battery in my Buick LaCrosse. So when I took this out, I didn't put it back in because it was in the summertime and it didn't bother me all that much. But now, being that I'm in the wintertime, my car starts and stops almost every single time I stop the car. So it's gotten to the point now that I'm just going to reinstall this thing because, well, frankly, I'm tired of it. So what is this thing does? Basically, it bypasses the battery sensor and basically lets you, make it think that it's not there. So basically, what comes in the package, what they give you these very detailed instructions you can see here, and very nice color photos. Do not skip any steps. And before I show you everything else that's in the package here, I just want to show you that they actually come with like a 3M like double-sided Velcro sticky that comes on it. But in this case, because my other adhesive is kind of just worn out, I'm just taking half of a command strip and just using that as the other half so I can mount it to my battery to keep it from dangling, so it'll just have a nice spot to hang out. So what else comes in the package? Well, they actually give you a 10 millimeter wrench and a 10 millimeter nut. And the nut is what you're going to use to connect it to your negative terminal. And so basically, the battery sensor that's connected to the negative battery terminal, you can just unconnect that wiring harness and then just put the male and female respectively where they should go to that new wiring harness and basically connect this to the negative battery terminal. And then there you go. And then you just let the car sit overnight. I think you got to let it sit for at least 8 hours before it activates. One last thing I want to say before I move on real quick is that this 10 millimeter wrench is by a company made by a company called Hart Kaput. I've never heard of it. I think it's a company from Vietnam. I really like how this wrench feels. Don't know much about them. So if you know anything about these tools, just drop a comment down below and let us know anything about them because I don't know anything about this company. So now we're in the trunk of the car here. As you can see, there's my negative battery terminal. As you can see, the wiring harness is connected to it. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and connect this first to the negative battery terminal as you're supposed to based on per the instructions. I'm gonna go ahead and secure that down with the wrench here. Once I do that, I'm just going to disconnect the wiring harness to the battery sensor and to go ahead and pull that out. Once that's out, basically just do the process where you connect the female in to that male in my right hand. And then we're going to connect the, the female into the other end respectively. Okay, that's nice and secure. And I'm just giving it a little tug test here. And so I'm going to come back and then now I'm just going to pull off the little adhesive. Well, I've already done that. And I'm just going to stick it to the side here. You just see me moving the wires out of the way so I can secure it to the side of the battery. And again, I'm going to give this just a slight little just tug test here just to make sure that's nice and in place. And then I'm just gonna, here's the little tug test here. And I'm gonna give it, I guess I'll give the negative terminal a little tug here in a second as well. And basically, once that's it, it's installed, and there's nothing else to say other than I just leave it overnight, and it's going to be working tomorrow morning because it's just like it did in the past. Now, we'll say this thing is this unit is quite pricey at over $100. There is an alternative. Now, according to the service manual that you can see on all data, if you connect the battery charger to the negative terminal, it will disable the start and stop function. I'm not sure if you actually got to connect the positive end to the positive terminal. What I would do I may do this in a future video to see if it'll work. Is just take my battery maintainer, connect it to my positive and negative terminal, and just see what it actually deactivated. So anyway, that's it, guys. Goodbye for start and stop for now. And if you're interested, I'll put a link in the comment to this product. But again, I'm not affiliated, but I'm just doing this just to show you there is an alternative to that pesky start and stop system that you can't deactivate.